Hey Taurus, TT here with a telepathic message from your person. If you are a Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars placement, some of the messages might resonate with you. Remember to only take what resonates, leave it until it does. Thank you for all the love and support in the comments. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Yeah, Taurus. So, if you're new, welcome to our little love nest over here on Talk Taurus Tarot. If you're returning, welcome back. So, let me tell you something, Taurus. Let me tell you something. Listen to me. I'm just playing. Someone is trying to help navigate you. Okay, I feel like this someone is soul searching right now. They're searching for more. Okay, more clarity, more inner guidance. This is picking up very much hermit energy, which is something that I was telling you about. You remember when I was telling you about the hermit energy in the reading earlier today? I was talking about how someone is going within, they're really healing, really introspecting. You got knighthood, express your love, and Asian. So there could be like a cultural difference that's currently happening right now. But someone with this knighthood, this is like defend and honor, right? Someone has, they could have like a personality trait or aspect about them where they have to defend honor, right? Or they are a knight, okay? Protective. There's something that they want to say, some type of truth that they want to get off their chest. There's something that this person wants to express that they haven't been able to express. This is also they've been going within about something for a minute now. All right, we have your earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. All right, so this person could be soul searching after dealing with the unrequited love situation, or maybe you both have unrequited love situations and you're trying to decide, like, you know, you're going within and taking some time to yourself to heal an aspect, like this Chiron energy. So this is like detaching from social media, detaching from all these different other sources, and really just going in. I'm seeing someone that's been detoxing, clearing out their mind. This is someone that's very unemotional. They have lived their life from a very just and fair perspective. So a lot of things that they once believed in are shifting for them, Taurus. A lot of their perspective is changing and they're trying to make sense of it all right now. I feel like this person wants to tell you something. I heard they want to talk to you. They want to tell you something that they haven't been able to tell you. There's a reason why this person may have behaved a certain way. I just feel like this person also gives really good advice. So this person is saying, Taurus, that this is how they view you as well. So you could be dealing with another Taurus, or they have Taurus highly aspected in their birth chart. But like this person is saying, like they view you as someone. I feel like they have a strong connection with you in the spirit realm. They view you as someone that's intelligent, logical. You may not be sure if who they are. Yeah, you got leaving and traveling. You guys may have crossed each other's path before, like there's something about leaving. Maybe in the past one of you left the other, or you guys went your own separate ways. It could have been very sudden, didn't really have time to make a decision. This could have been a situation where like somebody was out wandering, okay? So your person is saying, like, either they're saying that they were wandering, or you've been wandering without them. Like you guys have been on your own separate journey, like wondering where your person is, or like aimlessly wondering but not really knowing what you should do, or if you should stay, if you should go. So you may have had a lot of, nobody can do. All right, this is the type of connection where I feel like until y'all are guided to each other, every relationship that y'all try to have outside of each other, it's gonna feel like nothing will do. But it's like You may wonder, like, is it just me sabotaging connections, or is it like my soul feeling like there's better out there for me, or my soul knowing that I'm supposed to be with somebody else? This is a strong confirmation for those of you asking that question. Like, your intuition is telling you that there is someone else. All right. So if you're at a crossroads, Taurus, where you're trying to decide on if you should withdraw from a situation, or give something another chance, I feel like you may be trying to stay because maybe in a past life you know that person, and maybe in a past life you left them before, or they left you. It's something about a past life energy. So I feel like this person is helping you complete this cycle that you've been on with this person, or vice versa. So you can get the whole, bird's eye view. Something about the desert here. Children. So children could be involved. Your love life is being affected by children. So some of you may have like a childlike nature as well, where once you have a child with somebody, you don't let them go, or you don't give up on what you have. I heard that song. I should have bought you flowers. Should have held your hand. Now you sleeping with another man. Okay, so this could be a situation where, there was a separation. Somebody left when y'all were children. You can know this person from when y'all were younger, Taurus. The time that you guys were apart. Like a lot of lessons have been learned. A lot of growth has occurred. And this person is acknowledging that why they're this way. I feel like for some of you, Taurus, both of y'all have to have Taurus in your chart. I just can't unsee it. Or earth signs, or maybe you're a moon Virgo, or something. It's something about Virgo energy here too, with like soul searching. So if someone's been like very unemotional, very analytical, judgmental of you, Taurus, I feel like it has something to do with leaving, okay? Separation, and possibly in that separation, someone could have had children. If you didn't have children, it's a career change. Maybe someone went off to go focus on their career and left behind someone. There's like a reconciliation of a past life relationship. Someone could have went off to go find, like, you could, like, children is also not just your inner child or a physical child, but going after your dreams and ambitions. Someone could have been more focused on that, and that separation triggered something. This person doesn't want you to leave them, Taurus. Yoga, they feel like you guys can heal this. They feel like you guys, like, they're afraid that they're going to repeat some type of karma that their parents did. Like, they feel like you guys can heal it, not to give up. There's some abandonment wounds that this person has, their inner child. Authority figures could be really highly aspected here as well. In a past life, you guys could have been different roles. You got a lot of past life energy here, which means you have been in a lot of learned lessons here. I'm picking up multiple ones coming through at once, which means you must be completely unavailable, Taurus. You could be the one soul searching right now. Like, you may be committed to fasting because you have food and hunger, so you may be starving people's connection with you or ability to. I just feel like right now you are in a state of self-devoted energy only to you and to your spiritual journey, and a lot of things. Yeah, you're trying to access some level of wisdom. You could be a speaker, But there's something about your father could be very codependent on you, or your father could have left you, and that father has a level of expectation over you, and now that they're around, it's like you need to heal that inner child. It's like you have a interesting way of being loyal even to that person or that father archetype in your life, despite, you know, this wound here. Devotion, something about devotion. This could also be the teachings of like a priest or a pastor that you or your person, like, yeah, religious factors could play a role as well in that upbringing. Someone could also be afraid of the dark. I'm picking up that energy too. One of these people are afraid of the dark. A lot of these energies that are coming up for you, Taurus, right now, most definitely powerful people with a lot of strength. Okay, like really intellectual, great conversation, very good at being discerning but detached. They are maybe always use like a head over heart. You may attract a lot of people that are like non-committal, or people perceive you to be non-committal, Taurus. You yourself may be a healer. Like, you may heal the inner child of people. You could be a yoga instructor, a speaker. You could work in the medical field, but you're really hands-on in whatever it is that you do. And with it's like this no man left behind type of energy that I'm picking up on, and it's stemming from a past life. So one of your love relationships that you're currently soul searching about may involve children, or they may not be on your level. You may have been waiting on them to mature, but they're not maturing. You got a lot of orphan energy here. So when you're not around, these energies may feel like, I know this is going to sound crazy, but for someone, you may be dating someone this lifetime that you were the parent of in a previous life. I know that's weird, right? But I am seeing it, so I had to say it. So you're trying to trust your intuition. You feel like your intuition is telling you no. My mind is telling me no, but my body is telling me yes. So you could be having that issue. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, but something about this makes me feel like you are, like, either your ancestors don't agree, or you feel like it would not be, something about this situation doesn't feel like it's the right thing to do, but you feel spiritually guided to walk away from it. And you may be a descendant from Ishmael. You know, maybe you still have wounds of, you know, Isaac being, you know, how Abraham, or you could be a descendant of Abraham, where, you know, and I'm just bringing up different things that are coming to my forefront, my frontal, all right? Yeah, it's like, spiritually speaking, Abraham was guided to send away Hagar and their son, right? Now, from the reader's perspective, that's messed up, right? Now, when he made this decision, he followed through with it. But it feels like in this lifetime, you may be going through a similar experience of what that might have felt like, you know, as a parent, to, you know, send someone off with like with bread in a bag, and worry about them, but the authority figures may tell you this is the right thing to do. So there's some conflict around perception. There's some conflict around what you feel is the right thing for you to do. So this is a big decision for you, because I feel like you feel like your life, you have a spiritual gift of healing others. You feel like you have a spiritual gift of helping people overcome their fears, their abandonment, and how you can transmute that energy through aligning your chakras or releasing those emotions. And with authority figures here, you may be I feel like you also had an experience, or this person is saying in a past life, they may have failed to protect you from these authority figures in the past life. Like, I feel like you've been assassinated or killed before. Some of y'all, I'm picking up Martin Luther King type of energy as well, with these railroad tracks, ancestors. But with authority figures here, it's like someone here died alone. But I feel like there's either a reincarnation or you're a fragment of an oversoul. And with this male and female, you may have left, let's say, for hypothetically speaking, in a past life, you played a role like Malcolm X, or let's say you play a role of what's his name? Martin Luther King or something like that. There is a situation where someone left in a previous life. They ascended in a previous life, but they had to leave their children a lot in order to be there for someone else, in order to come up against authority figures. That left some type of fear of abandonment. Okay? And that fear of abandonment, or that phobia that you're going to leave that child without their parent, or that phobia or something, it's like in this lifetime you may be experiencing what it was like from the female's perspective to be left behind, and that other person may be in the opposite shoe, and now you have come across that moment in time in this lifetime, and you feel like you're very familiar, or I know this is my subconscious speaking to me about an insecurity I may have about losing people. So your life is going to be enhanced by yoga and stretching and exercise. So you need to like sit down and be still and meditate, so you can get some type of direct clarity from your subconscious about why you feel so attached to this person, why you feel like you need to, or it's hard for you to detach from this person in some way. Because I feel like whoever this is for you, Taurus, they're spiritually helping you come to this resolution. They're like angelically assisting you. They committed to you, or before coming here, I feel like y'all made a vow to help each other not repeat the same mistakes twice, or to go a different route, something like that. You and this person. I feel like with all this past life energy here, you were best friends with somebody. And in this lifetime, y'all are still assisting each other. Yeah, you may have an idea or have someone in mind. Your thoughts you're always communicating with this person through your thoughts. You may have saw this person in your dreams, or this person may have visited you in your dreams, Taurus. Yep. Community. Community service. Something about this was community service. With community and authority figures, this is definitely, and healer work, definitely like healers in the community, or you going out there in the community doing some type of community work, service, like being of service to people on the front line. I'm not picking up war. I'm picking up someone that had to leave in a past life to be of service in the community. They often packed a bag. So there's this longing or this missing of the other person. Yeah, journey again. And there could have been like a false person. Someone had a mistress here as well. Someone had a... Dang. So listen, I really feel like someone had a secret mistress or a secret... So like Taurus, if you have like any like fear or insecurity of someone cheating on you or someone having a secret affair on you, it's coming from some type of experience where you either in a past life, this life may be mirroring it as well. But these thoughts come up because I feel like either in a past life you were either in a relationship with someone that was very important or prominent. They could have been a judge, okay, a doctor. But something about this where they had like a secret mistress or a secret affair, but you may have held this person's secrets and like stayed like loyal to this person in a past life. So in like this lifetime, you really... Anytime you feel like someone is putting you in that position of expecting you to ignore their behavior because of their position or their status in the world, no matter who they are, you don't want to be in that type of relationship. Like you don't want to have to share in this way ever again. And it's coming from, the loneliness that you remember experiencing, even though you were with this person and they had like a purpose in life or whatever, you haven't forgotten like how lonely you felt. Shoot, that's what you're saying. So it's like that's not the type of love that you want to experience, or you don't want your children to have to experience that. So even if you never had a child yet, and you don't ever want to deal with someone that's cheating on you or worry about that, it's because of this abandonment from lifetimes ago. You may have experienced this multiple times. Separation anxiety may have also been a situation. So you may do certain things where you don't like to go to bed angry, or you don't like to go to bed without talking about clearing the air. And it's because you may have had someone leave you before in the past life, because it was like a chair is just a chair, right? If there's no one sitting there, I'm not meant to be alone. Turn this house into a home. Someone is confronting some type of phobia or fear of being in a relationship but not having love present in that connection. Just boring, not communicating. They could be the most intelligent person in the world, have a strict routine, but a household or a life without love, partnership, trust, companionship, it's like you don't ever want to sacrifice that this time. You're like, no, with this orphan energy. And a lot of times when people they think that, oh yeah, you just build, like that farm card that comes out, lifetime after lifetime, this desire to like, oh, we gotta build and we just gonna like impregnate all the women in the world. It's a farming thing, and no one asks the children how they feel when no one's available to be committed to showing them what that looks like to have a parent that's available emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. You know, this is why I feel like in Asian culture, they have a minimum of how many kids you can have, because you need to be able to show up for those children. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the future. Otherwise, this gets stored in your Akashic. And readers are, I would be reading a situation like this because it's in your DNA now. It's in your memory. So you're going to be able to recall all of this past life energy through these connections. But there's a lesson here. Yep. You are safe and supported while you change careers. Some of you are going to be changing, like, you're going to leave like this fast life and go to a more holistic lifestyle. You're going to be probably feeding the needy, really more. It feels like a more devout path than the one you probably were previously on. It's a soul searching. It's like the hermit's journey right here. If you are a female Taurus, your person in a past life, you were the male and they were the female. So this lifetime, they're the male and you're the female Taurus, but they have a disdain towards you because in a previous life, they were your female and you were their male and you were the one that left them. So in this lifetime, they're replaying out that karma. All right. You may feel like, you know, I didn't do anything to you. It's not even that serious. And this person may be holding on to it like a female, like in the nature of a female. Bitter, right? Resentful. And that's because in a past life, they remember the emotions that they experienced sitting around waiting on your ass to come back home, Taurus. So you could be a female this lifetime, but shit, your person remember that they were born, they incarnated this lifetime with that position in their Chiron, in their chart, where they have to heal this family wound. And you were the spouse. So a lot of you female Tauruses were males in previous lives, and you're experiencing the replica of this karma. Yeah, you are. And you may feel like, well, damn, what did I do to deserve this? You have to identify where that stems from. You need to put a name to each of these karmic partners that are coming towards you or that you have in your life already. No matter how far back, you could have met this person when you were a child. Those areas of concern need your attention. And I feel like when you heal those, you're going to be able to help other people heal their ancestry or something like that. Okay? Yeah, so my masculine males, yeah, in a previous life, it's saying that you were females. And in this lifetime, the masculine males are, you know, if they want multiple women, it's because, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. You had them, and they wanted too. So, because of these unhealed patterns from previous lifetimes, you guys have raised arms up against each other in every lifetime, and it's self-destructive behavior. Because with authority figures, you've given your power away. You've given your power away to forces that you can't see. And they're the ones that get to decide, because they don't teach you how to heal yourself. They're not teaching you how to do this. You don't even know where to begin. You just feel like you're doomed to repeat a cycle. rites of passage haven't been earned, and that's kind of what's stunting the growth here. Not just for you, but for these connections. Yeah. See that? The building blocks. Because one of the things that people don't understand, look at that. Didn't I say the Hermit? And the Death card. And Karma. Look at that. The Four of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. And then what y'all do is y'all feel so familiar to each other. You're like, oh my God, I got this opportunity. I'm going to get with them and I'm going to marry them. And I have this whole vision. You're repeating the past. Okay? Trying to make it right. Trying to do it differently. And the real thing that I see here is, yes, these are soulmate connections. But this is something you've been trying to build and repair. Like, you don't come into this world remembering anything. Your memory, you may remember for a season, but as you get older, each milestone of your growth that you go through between the ages of 3 and 13, something happens. When you cross over at 13, at this point, you start paying dues, okay? And remember, none of us are brand new souls. Majority of us with this karma is, we've been here before. We've done things before. We get wiser and wiser. Getting closer to the sun, right? To Pisces. The last stop before 13. The last stop back into that nothingness. The what I see here is your belief is changing. Your belief around the foundation you were conditioned to experience, your belief around the foundation of everything that you were born to encounter is changing. You're going through a cellular change. I see it here. All right. 6 of Pentacles. So like some type of grace is happening between you and this person. What I am sensing, 9, independence. If you're a Scorpio, Virgo, Cusper, I don't know how that works, but I'm seeing Libra energy too. It's something about, or if your person is, due to this past life energy, they have to establish a sense of independence by themselves in order to undo it. They have to do something differently. So let's say in a previous life they were codependent and they sat and waited for you to come back, Taurus, or vice versa. In this lifetime, the transformation begins where it's like, no, I don't need to be codependent on that community. I don't need to be codependent on people to take care of me or dictate to me what I should do. I'm going to be independent. I'm going to walk this pioneer path. I'm going to do for myself. Independence, right? It's not a bad thing. I do feel like for some of you that have these deep wounds, you are meant to have a level of independence where no one can ever control you, and that's a part of your destiny. Despite what people might say in opposition to why you are this way. Nobody knows, but you're being divinely guided to go on this soul searching journey and enlighten yourself about why you are the way you are. And it may require the separation where you're going to go many years, maybe 13 or more, single. And then you'll have another opportunity to revisit that connection from a healthy, mature perspective. But if you don't know this, when that opportunity comes back around, you're going to feel like you're still hurt that this person wasn't there for you. And these are for my Tauruses, where you may be potentially having an opportunity to be with someone that you guys may have went years and years and years and years of not being together. Okay, could have been due to children or insecurities around children, or the development of like a family with this wealthy man. Okay, so there's something going on with that energy there. This person could have rejected you, Taurus. And even them, they may not even understand it. So you may even feel like some type of way. Like, oh, this person, when I wanted them, they weren't there for me. But I do feel like it has a lot to do with past life situations that you guys have been healing. And this person has been going within about it to think about it and to like ponder on how they may have treated you, or how they have these issues of their own. And I feel like they're doing their own soul searching for themselves to see like why they're this way. You know, what type of karma did y'all come with that y'all needed to heal? Because I feel like this time around, whoever is the female, okay, you may be the one that is out there in the community or in the public, and your person may live a more quiet life, right? Because they're able to experience the opposite side or whatever. But regardless of how it happened, I feel like Spirit wants you guys to know that even if you don't address this in this lifetime, the vows that y'all made to each other to always find each other or be there for each other in every lifetime, no matter what, these are some type of vows y'all made probably when y'all got married, especially if there was some third party energy. Okay, you could have got caught up in a karmic situation. And this is some tea right here. Let me tell you what I see. Stay with me. In a past life, whoever was the masculine in that past life, they slept with two people. Okay, they had a mistress and they had a main thing. Okay, the main thing stayed at the house. The person went to work. With all of these past life energies, this is coming from a time period where we ain't talking about this period, because this is coming from a time period where the roles were reversed, which means this is an era where women stayed home and took care of the kids, and men went out into the community, into the environment, the workforce. That karma, right, that third party situation from that past life is playing out again in this lifetime, except the men are the women and the women are the men. So if you're a female this lifetime, you were the male that took that situation, created that karma in that past life. So now in this lifetime, now here's the situation. The mistress only got with the male because they were looking for security. The male was providing the money, right? So in that situation in the past life, you'll notice in this life, you may be more of the dominant female in your relationship. You may have gotten with a very feminine male. That feminine male maybe have gotten with you masquerading as an alpha, right? But has codependent issues around security, money, chasing money, or anything like that. So that person's going to run from you, and you're going to feel like you want them because it's so familiar. They're running from you because in a past life, they were chasing you. And in this life, you're chasing them. Now, let's talk about the third party situation that was sitting around waiting in the past life for their man to come home. Okay. In this life, they're still mourning. They're still in mourning. It stunted their growth because They have to deal with the reality this lifetime that they're doing it all over again. They're still sitting there sulking over the fact that somebody they loved could do this to them. So in this lifetime, you could be a female Taurus, and that other relationship is like you trying to show them that you love them, you're trying to show them that you care, you may be trying to, like, I keep trying, but they don't want to, they're just cold, they're just, you know, they saying that we can't make it work, or they're just not trying, they're not putting in the effort. Well, the reason why they're not is because subconsciously, subliminally, they're still remembering a past life emotionally. It's all in the emotions. This is why they stay away from the emotions. This is why they're more emotionally detached. The reason why they're emotionally detached is because when they try to feel for you, Taurus, as a female, they can't help but to feel like you did something to them. Even if you're like, I didn't do nothing. Well, they feel this urge to reject you like a pattern because they're still hurting or grieving the breadcrumbing you did to them when they were so loyal to you, when they were devoted to you in a past life. You may have lived together, but it was like a chair is not a chair. There was no love. So this person may not even realize, Taurus females, that they're sitting around waiting on you to come to them again this lifetime. And then they're getting mad at themselves for sitting around waiting on you. And then they give to other people and create more karma. No, it's like, so they're still trying to soul search to figure out why they feel this way. And the biggest plot twist ever is that they're like, I'm mad at you. And you're like, I didn't even do nothing to you. You're mad at me for what? You're immature, right? You're emotionally unavailable and you're immature. That's why they're sitting there looking at you like, fight for me. Show me that you, and you're like, if you're a female Taurus, you're looking at that like, what in the Gemini cricket is going on? Like, you want me to validate for you that I want to be with you, and you're still having that same demeanor. Okay, because it has something to do with the Hierophant, your belief systems. Y'all belief systems is creating this every lifetime karma, and then if you never address it, heal it, rap healer here, and confront it, then what happens? You reincarnate with the same abandonment wounds. You get you a new vessel, you get you a new body, and you feel like you're alone even in your families. Okay, you start dating people and you're looking to restore some type of, security in your life. So like ancestors step in and they're like, hey, remember Taurus. Now take it from me, if you're a male Taurus, just flip the roles. If you got a woman that you love or whatever, pay attention to the energy of, does that person embody masculine or feminine energy? Even if they're the same sex, you need to understand that there's still past life karma with that person. All right, that person could have stayed in a relationship with you in a past life. They wanted to go out there and explore their sexuality, but they didn't because of the traditional belief systems. So there's something that's happening here on a quantum level. And this person is in the spirit realm trying to honor their spiritual self and come to their own conclusion. Yeah. And I feel like the both of you guys are kind of the same way. You and this person are the same way. King and Queen of Swords. Just waiting. When they come back, I'm going to let them have it. When they come back, and it's like forgiveness and healing is needed here. You guys, like for real, you need to express your love. I'm telling you, this has a lot to do with biblical things, with this Hierophant. No matter how old you are, one of the fundamental things that's conditioned into you from a biblical standpoint, from a child standpoint, is one, when you get married, because the reason why there's a lot of karma is a lot of these relationships were built off man-made traditions, religions, institutes, like creating these marriages and putting people together. But it was like God was not in the building. Okay? God was not in the building because everyone, think about it, everyone that's been going to go and discover a relationship with God had to go to another man to give it to them. So what's happening right now on a spiritual level is God is calling all their children home. But instead of going to that institute or that church, right, or that establishment, God is calling every individual soul one by one to come, all right, to leave your communities and go out into nature and connect and sit down and reestablish that connection with God and divinity, so you can hear God tell you if you're supposed to be with that person or not. Because God don't care what your material contract says. God doesn't care what, the Bible that was written. Do you see God in here, or do you see an actual physical person working these resources? God wants to use you and someone else as, when you trust your intuition, when you trust your intuitive knowing, no man can lead y'all astray. But that's when you put God as the forefront in your relationship. But God ain't. It's an internal thing. It's a personal relationship. And that's the life path that I see unfolding here, especially if you are like on your self-love life path journey, okay? Because y'all are going to defy some odds that people have told you is not possible to do. But I feel like the odds that you're defying is contingent, not on the physical vessel, but it's contingent on the spiritual journey, right? So spiritually, you're being asked to detach from your need for it to be that exact person, for them to look like the person you want, for them to walk like the person you want. You need to step into a spiritual relationship with this person. In order to get you there, you have to be willing to say to yourself that spiritual union I'm supposed to have with somebody, that I'm destined to be with, that it's a part of my highest and greatest good, that God really wants me to be with, it's not a physical construct. It's not a physical construct. It's going to be in the spirit of that person. Okay, you're going to recognize that person in the spirit, and that spirit may not be in the body that you wanted, but it's the same spirit. See, that's the thing. Because we look at things so close up, unless we can identify the person by their look, by their smell, by the physical senses, we can't relate or believe that that's our person. You know what I'm saying? And what you have to understand is, just like spirit can talk to me and talk to you, like, you really think, like, because you can't physically see the spirits around me, that they're not here? You can't see them because that's your human eye. But my clairvoyance allows me to see what you can't. That doesn't mean that they don't exist. It means that you just can't see it. So the only way you get to experience the spirits around me is through my interpretation of it. But that does not That doesn't hold you less accountable, okay, for you to determine that relationship for yourself. These are only confirmations. The only time you're doomed to repeat something is when you hold on too tightly to the physical, especially in the realm of love. When you block your heart chakra, when you hold on to the physical construct of who your person is, you're going to realize that you've been dating the same damn soul in different bodies, because the soul is not limited to one person. There are millions of me in so many different vessels. How do you think we resonate? You think that it's just one little tiny light orb? No, these are massive, infinite, big sources of soul, a source of a soul, okay? And those rays of light that is beaming into the bodies or the vessels of each individual one of us is the same damn person. It's fragments of the same soul. And then you go on this journey. You like, I met a new person. Not even realizing, unbeknownst to you, y'all got the same struggles. Pay attention to the pattern. You just went and got the same person in a different body. You got the same soul in a different body because you're still contracted to go through the lessons attached to that soul. So how can you do it? You can knock it out with one soul, one vessel, let that go, learn all this that you need to know, and heal it. The problem is, in order to heal it, you gotta go connect with your ancestors, so your ancestors can give you the game. You can study all the religions in the world. I promise you, you're going to notice a pattern, okay? Because this realm has everything locked, okay? Everything is locked and bound here. The reason why your soul keeps reincarnating is because you're on a grid. This grid has locked you into a wheel. You're asleep, essentially. You're on a spinning wheel. You've pricked your finger. So now that prick of a finger, or you don't put your DNA it's on a blood wheel, okay? And that wheel is reassuring that you come back and you do the same small lessons again. It's the only way to pull and gravitate your light body back into the vessel that it's in. Otherwise, you in the spirit realm, it's the most freeing feeling you will ever experience in the spirit realm. There's only a ribbon between the two where those that get trapped into. And yeah, those are lost or wandering souls. They exist too. It's another layer, okay? But they're in between both. But when you're in the spirit realm, it's free. You don't worry about clothes and who sees you and who don't. Like, it's the most free experience. I can't even really put it into words. You got to experience it for yourself. But you got to trust your feelings. You got to trust your feelings. And if you're detached from your feelings and your dreams, and you're not having dreams or wanting to feel anything in your heart, then you won't know how to trust yourself and the guidance that comes to your intuition, whether you're male or female. So you got to become like a child again. So why am I here? Well, that's one of my gifts. To speak to the inner child of those connected to me. Why am I able to speak to the inner child of those connected to me? Because y'all are part of my soul. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call a soul tribe. So yes, it's not just about your zodiac sign. It's a limited perspective. But with all of these archetypes are representing the 78 keys, okay? That breaks down to even smaller keys. And what you don't understand is that it's through a name, right? When you see the Hierophant, understand that this is a a binding. Okay, it's the thing that creates that gravitational pull that gets you stuck here. So when you transcend beyond that, you stop allowing the constructs of this physical environment to be the thing that keeps attracting you back to it. It's essentially ascension. Discipline. All these different things are things that help you ascend, okay? And remember who you are, really. And yeah, not everybody that comes to this dimension is actually from this dimension. Aliens do exist. We are not special. If you are a human being, you are not special. Oh, shit. Just speck in the universe. So distant horizon, adjudication, mature man. This is a maturing process. It's time to mature. It's time for you to wake up and mature. Someone's maturing, like I said. Their belief system is changing. This person wants you to know that. But I think the final thing that this person is trying to come to terms with is they're judgmental of themselves. Okay, yeah, this person is judgmental of themselves. So now they go from judging you to now they're judging themselves for judging you. What? They're like, I shouldn't have done that. This person goes through stages of this. They'll make a decision to ignore you, ghost you, not talk to you. Then when months pass by and they haven't heard from you, then they start to feel guilty. They're like, oh, that was too long. This person repeatedly is triggering your old attachment to abandonment. And they don't even know that they're doing it to you. So the question is, you going to keep allowing this person to do that to you? Because they're under an illusion spell. Because they're under a spell, they keep doing this same cycle to you. And you keep letting them. Like, oh my God, they called me. Oh my God, they do love me. And the spirit's like, let's try this again in the next 6 months. And then you get all cold and emotionally detached. And you're like, you know what? Boundaries. I'm done. Because you don't know if you're supposed to go back or not. That's the problem. You can't tell if you're supposed to constantly go back to this person or not. Because all of y'all asleep. Y'all sleep. Y'all sleep to the system. Y'all sleep to government. Y'all sleep to everything. And y'all are literally allowing the will to play on you. So let's get you some advice, because Taurus, we can go back and forth between you and this person all day long about how you feel, how they feel. At this point, with the 7 of Cups, this person has not awakened to the fact that they are under a sleeping spell. They are under the spell of religion. They're under the spell of their belief systems. They're under the spell of everything. And you could try to heal this person over and over and over again. They got to get this from the Most High. They got to get this from the Most High. So right now, this person is being used by authority figures to come in as like the last resort to get you off your square, to make you unsure of yourself, to make you get off your path and make you question your direction. And I feel like your intuition is screaming at you, or your higher self is saying, listen, I need you to close this chapter with this person. I need you to close this chapter. We got someone else for you. All right. We got someone else for you that's prepared, that's ready. But I promise you, what you don't know is y'all are being spiritually guided to each other. You got the high priest and that y'all are like coming towards each other, is manifesting. And I feel like what you don't know is you're going to get a healed version of the same oversoul, but one that's prepared, one that's ready, one that has done the work with you. And these people that haven't done the work, they're just a fragment or a speck in the universe. But even when you're going to notice that the both of you guys still get to experience the essence of the soul that you love, but it's from a healed perspective. There are parts or fragments that are healing and coming into unity. And hope that makes sense. Whoever it was meant for, you'll get it when you meant to get it. It may not click right now, and that's okay. So I'm gonna get you some advice in regards to this situation. Spirit, can you give Taurus some advice for their highest and greatest good? Courthouse. 5. Yeah, the right person is going to make it official. The right person is coming. You got marriage, courtship, privileged lady, courthouse, wealthy man. Yeah. Yeah, someone's ending a third party situation. It's not a third party situation. This person is ending, like they're coming to terms, Taurus, both of you guys. So that both Spirit is saying both of you have karmics, okay? That y'all are trying to figure out where the hell you stand, okay? You and your person are currently ending any connections where people are only attached to you out of entitlement, or they're attached to you because they don't, if they don't have the light within them themselves, you're being guided away from them. Don't matter who they are. It's a wrap. That's done. The decision's already been made that we have a pair. Okay, we have a divine pair. So what's to come naturally? What's going to come naturally? Yeah. This message and wealthy man is really showing me that with the courthouse here, the change has already been determined. But again, you got someone from your past and they got someone from their past that's coming to revitalize an old dead situation. However, this is an agent that was sent to you to put you back under a spell so that you can miss this divine connection. Okay, distort your perception. Yeah. Essentially, it's a test for you and this person, because this is a spiritually ordained connection coming into union right here. Both of you guys have the light within you. 3 and 4. Y'all are in this, getting to know each other in the spirit. Y'all are woke. Something about y'all being woke. You're gonna create a family or a lineage that has no karma attached to it. True sovereign beings. That's what I heard. Did I tell you that? You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write or speak. Because whether you're speaking out loud, even if you're reading a book or someone else is reading your book, they're still speaking because their vocal cords is giving off a vibration, okay? So, yeah, it's been written. Like, I'm already seeing, like, it's been signed. And, like, the angels are just putting you up on game, like, letting you know what's up. That's pretty much what I see. Look at that. Let go. You see, the message has been received. The divine has given the message, has given the contract. Your person or the both of y'all have received the message that it's time to let go. And you see the bowing here. This is like an agreement. I'm letting go. Both of y'all are in agreement. Walk away from the situation in order to solve it. Y'all have agreed to have trust and faith in a higher power, and that you're going to be guided towards a connection that's healthy, where you guys can trust each other. There's no karma here, because you guys have submitted to a higher power, the both of you, not just one of you. I'm telling you, this person, y'all may have wanted to be with that other person. You got engagement. Y'all could have been engaged. This person could have been engaged. Y'all could have been thinking about it. Like, oh, I can see myself with this person. You can see it because you can heal it, or you could try to make it work. Right? Once upon a time, you would have tried to make it work. You would have tried to heal it, just to get to the next level with this person. But, something about the same old sad love song. Yeah, so you had, in order for this to come in, y'all had to forgive yourselves and these people. You had to forgive yourselves and these people in order to heal this connection. Yeah, y'all have like a crystal connection with this person. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. So crystals could be involved here. You got oracle. Right, you could be like I said, a very intuitive person. You may have crystals. It's inside of you, okay? Your intuition is not leading you astray. You will be able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. Yeah, chemistry. This is going to be a connection that y'all have a chemistry. Like, you see how this energy here? These are like two healers coming together. Sensitivity, I'm telling you. You're becoming more sensitive, and you need to make changes accordingly. You're not going to, if you're so sensitive to your environment that now you will be attracting, it's like if you allow the wrong type of energies around you, you could become weaponized, okay? And that's why they're telling you to talk to your angels to get the clarity. Because let's take it for example, right? Let's say you're an empath. You have all these gifts and abilities, and then you have these karmic or past life relationships that are that you have identified this lifetime. Based off the gravitational pull of your ascension, they're going to come back right when you're about to have your biggest breakthrough, right around the times that you're about to come into union. You remember the movie Matrix? They showed you in a whole visual depiction when Neo went to the damn coffee shop to meet Trinity. It's like it sent out a wavelength where everybody that was a part of the Matrix came rushing in to literally delay them being able to even touch each other, okay, in the flesh. So for a brief moment in time, you're getting angelic help. And this is why you need to be in a space where you are soul searching and fasting, and really like go on a Daniel's, what they call it, the Daniel cleanse or some Daniel detox, and separate from many vices. So this way, for a brief moment, an angelic assistance is going to come in with talk to your angels, come and talk to you. You're going to have a experience similar to an out-of-body experience, where for a moment that angel is going to step in because you're not dense anymore. Your flesh is not so dense. That angel is going to step into your flesh and when that person comes to put you under that spell, it won't work. Okay, family, friends, anyone, it won't work because the angel, they're speaking to the angel, not you. You remember in the Matrix, they used the girl with the blue hair. Okay, the girl in the blue hair went in for the moment, and for a moment there, they had like a outer body experience, so they can split and detach Trinity from the Matrix in order to give her back her freedom to decide and to wake her up. And they were hoping, right, that in that moment it didn't work, but it worked. And she was like, she remembered who the hell she was. So your higher self is trying to download. Your higher self is like, give me I know more than you. Tap me in. Taurus, tap your higher self in. The only way to get to your higher self is to go into the soul searching, spiritual enlightenment mode, reflect, introspection, contemplation, allowing inner guidance to be the guide for you. Be still. Okay? Meditate to receive. All right, you should know how to do this by now. They said you've done this before. You may not even remember what you damn say, but it's like a outer body experience. That was kind of deep. I wasn't expecting it to get that deep, Taurus. Whew. I'm gonna drink me some damn water. Hold on. Look at that angel at the bottom of the deck. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm. And don't worry, your work is going to be safe in your absence. We have dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. We have peace and harmony, wind chime. Period of frustrations, lessons to be learned. We've been getting to the money. Everybody mad. Something important, such as a new job or raise. We have gong, an exciting event. So this is going to be an exciting event for you. Hard work ahead, okay? Telling you got some angelic assistance. But it's going to be an exciting event nonetheless. And we got owl. Good advice from a wise person. There you have it. So we have dark woman, dealings or relationship with dark complexion or dark hair. Be aware of great pride, short journey. So I do feel like there was a connection that was supposed to be like a short one, but not a long one. Getting together with friends. So we got two dogs here. You know, dogs, like there's a whistle, but there's like a certain frequency only dogs can hear. Oh yeah, someone is behaving stupidly. Yeah, you got someone trying to trick you. Work, achievement, success. You got someone in your work environment that's really trying to mess up your wealth or attach themselves to it. All right, a period, problems to be resolved. Okay, some ink is being spilt. Information is being leaked. Someone is unreliable and insecure. All right, that's the message that I got for you, Taurus. Love you. Bye.